Greetings and welcome to, well, a video. It's just a video. I mean, it's been a while since I made a video. I know, and there's probably a few of you out there who are awaiting something in one of my ongoing series, probably mostly Hearts of Iron 4, which is coming. It is definitely coming. I mean, you know, there is a related story that I shall get to later, but fear not. The series has not been suspended, the channel has not been suspended, I have not died, or anything horrible of that nature. I've just been incredibly busy, but I thought I should probably put a video out just to, you know, for the sake of putting a video out, basically, and yeah, this is what you're gonna get. I didn't have time to do a Hearts of Iron 4, I didn't have time to really put the, you know, the usual amount of effort into a video, so it's gonna be like a Just Driving, you know, it's gonna be like a Mother Trucking Tuesday, but it's not Tuesday. Oh no, it's Sunday. And so what are we going to do? Well, we're going to be Mother Space Trucking. Oh yes, that's right. It's Elite Dangerous. I know, it's like completely out of the left field. What was I thinking? I don't know. I mean, basically, I've had space and space games on my mind. I've been thinking a bit about No Man's Sky and where I think they may have perhaps done things differently. I've been thinking a bit about Elite Dangerous and following the forums and reading up on the new 2.2 update, which is coming along, or 1.7 or whatever it is if you only own the base game, as I do. And so, you know what, it kind of fitted as well. Mother Space Trucking Sunday. It's Mother Space Trucking Sunday. It's not going to be a regular thing or anything. In fact, part of the reason was because basically I needed a game that I could just jump in and play and rabbit on like I do in Just Driving episodes. And this is what we've got. And speaking of what we've got, up here I have my beautiful, brand spanking new, bought especially for this video, Space Hauler. It's not really a space truck, to be fair. It's more of a space van. So it's going to be kind of like Mother Space Vanning Sunday, I guess. I mean, that doesn't really work as well, to be fair. But nonetheless, I actually quite like the Hauler. I think it's a nice little spaceship. It is basically just a van, but, you know, it's a space van. And so that's got to be better, right? That's got to be fantastic. So this is it. This is what we're going to fly today. And, of course, I'm just going to do my usual rabbiting on about basically what's on my mind. Most importantly, explaining where I have been for the last 2 weeks. Has it really been 2 weeks? It has. It's been like 2 weeks and a day, I think, since I last released a video, which is frankly outrageous. Look, this is where I'm supposed to go in. I can't actually go in there. I can't get any closer to the hauler because of this god-awful external camera debug thing. Anyway, look, let's just jump back into the cockpit. We're going to load up with some sort of job here. We're going to go to Starport Services. And I'll just take a mission. Because, I mean, trying to figure out what I can trade from somewhere to somewhere else is just far too much hassle in Elite Dangerous. In the far future, you know, like trade computers or the ability even to just check what you can sell something for in some distant or indeed nearby part of the galaxy just does not exist. So instead, what I'll do is I will do a job for one of these beautiful, beautiful people. Who are mission givers in Elite Dangerous. I have to wait for quite a long time because it's an online game, and apparently that means you have to wait for ages for, you know, changing screens and stuff. As you can probably tell, there are some things about Elite Dangerous that annoy me. Anyway, look, who are we gonna do a job for? Possibly the Order of Picoria. I mean, they have a brilliant name. Boom time delivery of 3 units of food cartridges. Wow. I mean, it's a 20,000 like job. 20,000 credit job. That's not too bad. Let's do that. I'm going to accept this. Look, hostile ships may be sent against you. What, in my beautiful hauler to intercept the food that I'm delivering? The food cartridges? We cannot. We are prepared for such eventualities. Where was this even going to? I wasn't paying attention. It's 9.38 light years, it seemed. Fine. Do we want to do any jobs for anyone else? Should we just do that one? Let's just do that one job. I mean, we don't want to get crazy here, do we? When we're playing Euro Truck Sim, we just do one job at a time. We don't do anything nutty like taking multiple contracts and trying to deliver them all and sundry. We should probably check out our outfitting though, because you know, we've just got the basic pulse laser, basic small pulse laser. Should we fit like a better laser? Maybe like a beam laser at least. That we could fit, like, why are these 2 beam lasers cost different amounts? That one's fixed and that one's gimbaled. Look, 74,000 credits for a gimbaled continuous fire laser weapon. Do we want gimbaled? let's just take that beam weapon. I'm obviously, if we get into any kind of mess, I'm obviously going to be just awesome at defending myself. Being an ace combat space pilot, as I am, I imagine we'll be completely fine. Look, there we go. I mean, does that not look far more awesome as far as beam weapons go? I think you'll agree that it clearly does. Utility mounts. Do we want to fit any utility mounts? Yeah, probably not. Core internals. Well, maybe like a better something. Power plant. Better power plant. 2D power plant. 2C power plant. Sure, let's go for a 2C power plant. There we go. I mean, it's only like a temporary ship. I don't want to get crazy. Outfitting it with all sorts of amazing stuff. Frame shift drive. Can we get a better frame shift drive? Let's get a 2C frame shift drive. I should have a bit of cash knocking about. Balance 354,000 credits. Look at that. I got tons of cash knocking about. I was in a Cobra previously to selecting this or purchasing this brand spanking new hauler, within which to do some Mother Truckin' Sunday Mother Space Truckin' Sunday trucking, banning, whatever. Optional internal, more cargo, a shield generator. Do I not have a shield generator? All right, I'll totally take a shield generator then. Sell, swap, back. What? Oh, that's what I've currently got. Browse. Can we get better than 2E shield generator? Shield generator. Oh, I'm afraid the shield generator will be quite operational when we arrive. Sure. Bi-weave shield generator? Is that better than a regular weave shield generator? An alternate shield generator that sacrifices overall shield strength for a much faster recharge rate. Well, don't know. Let's just get that one. It's slightly cheaper. There we go. Job done. We don't need anything else, I'm assuming. So let's just do it. We're going to take out this beautiful hauler that I shall christen the Unexplained Absence. In the Unexplained Absence, we shall journey forth into the galaxy and, do all of that kind of stuff. Let's turn to the surface. I'm pretty sure this is like a full-on space station that I'm in. It's the Kahutek Ring. Welcome to the Kahutek Ring, or farewell from the Kahutek Ring, as the case may be. There she is. Look, take a little look around. It's it's pretty nice. Look, we can activate the external camera mode, which involves completely relinquishing any kind of control over our ship, and just kind of like using the joystick to fly around the external camera. It's almost comically bad, I have to say, the external camera functionality in Elite Dangerous. But look, these stations are very pretty in Elite Dangerous, and apparently the internals are gonna get a bit of a makeover in the next patch, which is coming up, which is always nice. It's always nice to see. Look, there's our beautiful hauler space van, the Unexplained Absence, preparing for departure from the Kahutek Ring. We have to go back inside though in order to actually depart, which is a shame because it would be beautiful to watch it launching, but we can't. So it's tough. And if I were to try and switch to the external camera now, I would probably just kind of. Well, I mean, I could do it, but I couldn't then fly, and because I have to go through that option every time. It's just it's terrible. It's terrible. It's ridiculous. Anyway, look, we're not going to do it. Let's just power up the old engines and retract the landing gear and boost on out of the station, because clearly that is the way all hardcore space pilots leave space stations. They do so at full speed on boost. We need to select our destination. Where are we going to go? We're going to go to wherever we're supposed to be delivering these boot cartridges to, which is the Joseph Delambra hub in HIP 22006. Thanks, space station person. Whatever it was that you said. I think you said we were leaving. I knew this already, obviously. Right, let's plot a route. It's one whole jump away from where we are currently, so it's not going to take us too long. We'll just come about, lock on to our destination. Look, we'll step into the external camera mode again. Whoa, hold on. Can we even see? There it is. There she is. There's the Unexplained Absence. Just cruising through space. The station right behind us there. Obviously, we wouldn't get to see the space station if we didn't actually use this to look at it. but, you know, who wants to see beautiful... I'm sorry. I know I go on about it a lot. It's just one of those things in Elite Dangerous. It's actually one of the big things in Elite Dangerous that keeps me from playing it, believe it or not. I mean, call me shallow, if you will. But
drive charging.
I like to look around. I like to see my spaceship. Good. Anyway, look, we're about to jump to HIP 22006, and it seems like an opportune moment to explain why I've not been around for the last 2 weeks and when you can expect to see more of me, which should hopefully be this week coming. And there we are, ripping a hole in real space and passing through witch space on our way to another star system. Oh, I mean, you know, there are really nice things in Elite Dangerous, I have to say. And arriving in a new star system is definitely one of them. Alright, let's just drop the throttle down. We'll select our destination and then we'll just super cruise in. Which is going to be... where is it? Umbra Hub, 3,126 light seconds away. Lock destination. And let's just come about. And we're going to take it nice and easy, look. We're currently 10 minutes away, but we're speeding up rapidly. We're already doing 6.5 times C, which of course is light speed, as in 6.5 times light speed. But you know, we can go a lot faster than that if we want, but we're not going to. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep the throttle down because it'll give me an opportunity to talk, and I can use the external camera for some beauty shots whilst we're at it. Look. Or at least I could use it for beauty shots, but at the moment all we can see is empty space. Oh, there we go. There is something beautiful at long last. It is the Unexplained Absence, my beautiful new hauler, which is cruising through the vast, empty expanses of space, doing next to nothing, which is kind of a metaphor for basically the fact that there's been no videos on the channel in the last 2 weeks, for which I am just going to apologise. I'm sorry. I know I don't really need to apologise. I know that, you know, this is a hobby channel. It's not like, well, I was about to say it's not like anyone is paying me to do it, but to be fair, I do have Patreon backers who do financially support the channel with their own hard-earned money, and I take that very seriously. And you know, it's something that I'm incredibly grateful for, and so you know, I do feel a certain amount of responsibility, and I would totally understand if any of the Patreon backers stop backing the channel as a result of, you know, lack of videos. That's absolutely cool. In fact, you know, I don't take for granted any of the contributors to the Patreon. If any of them want to stop at any time, I'm just grateful for the fact that they have contributed at all. So, I mean, that's absolutely and totally cool. Anyway, that's kind of besides the point. The point is, I'm sorry. I feel guilty, and I apologise. Whether or not it's required, I'm just going to do it because I'm English. You know, I'm British. We apologise. So there we go. Fine, good. What have I been doing in the last 2 weeks then, if I have not been making YouTube videos? Well, one, I actually have made a couple of YouTube videos, but I've just not actually been able to use the footage because OBS has been playing silly buggers with me still. I think I've got it down pat now. Basically, I need to record it, then I need to remux it, then I need to rename the file for some reason, and then I seem to be able to import it and actually work with it and you know, generally do stuff. Which is good. It's good because, you know, there's nothing worse than recording an hour of footage and then finding out you can't use it. That also, when something like that happens, it can tend to kind of put you off recording for a little while. The second reason that I have not been able to produce as much video, in fact, any videos at all, sorry. Anyway, the other reason why I've not been producing as much content is because I've been splitting my spare time much more in favour of doing some game dev work. I've kind of had this long-term project that I've been working on for ages now. It's using a lot of code that I was playing around with quite a lot, pretty much this time last year actually. I mean, it's crazy how time flies. But in the kind of aftermath of the disappointment of No Man's Sky, which I'm just going to say, I'm just putting it out there, I totally called that one. So, yeah, that's kind of reinvigorated my game dev spirit in a way. And also, I've been watching, weirdly, right, old British sci-fi TV shows with a moony theme to them. So, I started out, I watched Moon Base 3, which was a completely new one to me. I have to say, like, this passed me by at the time. I think it was like 80s it was made, possibly 70s, which would explain why it passed me by. I was pretty young in the 80s. But nonetheless, it was, it was surprisingly good. Only ran for one series, as British TV shows so often do, especially science fiction ones. But yeah, it was pretty cool. It was worth. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube if you like old sci-fi TV shows from like the 70s and 80s, especially British ones, then maybe check it out, you know, have a look and see. It's the interesting thing about it, like a lot of British sci-fi TV shows of the time, it took a very realistic approach to things. So unlike Space 1999, which is probably like the other big show on the moon, British show, although with an American lead cast, which kind of is a bit confusing. But you know, Space 1999, totally fantastical. I mean, it's not based on any science at all. It's got a few sort of nods to science in it, but basically it's just completely crazy. Whereas Moonbase 3 actually like a very realistic, very like hard sci-fi core to it, almost to its detriment in the fact that, you know, a Moonbase, if completely realistically rendered, is perhaps not so interesting. Look, we've gotten close enough that we can drop out at Joseph Delamere Hub, so we'll just disengage our supercruise drive and come in. So I watched Moonbase 3, the whole series. It's been something that I've just kind of like had on in the background when I've been working at home, and which is another reason possibly why I've not been terribly prolific on the channel, because
This is an independent star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
okay, station lady, independent star system. I will indeed request docking permission from Josephine Delamere Hub. Request docking permission. Yeah, so, you know...
Cleared for landing on docking bay in full doom.
Thanks. 4-2. Yeah, so one of the reasons why I've perhaps not managed to squeeze in production for the channel like I normally would, because I've been doing a lot of programming and stuff, which tends to be something that I like to just commit to when I'm doing it, and it's, you know, it's very difficult to kind of drop in and out of that, and so, you know, those kind of like odd hours here and there where I might otherwise have gone and done something on the channel.
Reduce your speed, Commander.
Nah, I don't think so. There's kind of like odd occasions where I might have done something different, might have done something for the channel. I've kind of not. Instead, I've had Moonbase 3 on in the background, or the other one I watched was Star Cop. Oh, Star Cops. It's also fantastic. I don't know how I missed these shows. Like, you know, I mean, they must have been repeated, surely, over the years, but somehow I completely missed them all. But yeah, there we go. That's kind of what I've been doing. Moon-ish themed. Landing gear deployed. And is my landing gear out? Landing gear deployed. There we go. Thank you, computer. Just in the nick of time. Enter the hangar here. Go to Starport Services and deliver our canisters of food. As it turns out, nobody attacked us. Which is slightly disappointing, especially considering my hauler was so heavily armed. But what can you do? I mean, that's just the way it happens sometimes. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We'll hand our mission in. So yeah, as I said, secret project, programming related, moon related, and possibly early space age related. Intriguing. Yes, I will deliver my boom time delivery of 3 units of food canisters, please, for my 20,000 monies reward from the manager here. Thanks, man. You really are a shining example, Commander Weird Wizard. With successes like these, we can maximize our potential during the time of economic boom. A shining example. Am I really, in my shiny new hauler, the Unexplained Absence? Well, I mean, if you say so. So there we go. I think that'll have to do. For now, it was really just a quick video to touch base, say hiya, everyone, hi, I'm still here, I haven't got anywhere. There will be more Hearts of Iron, there'll be more RimWorld, there might even be some more Sheltered, although, you know, it's actually up to about 102 views now, which was, I think, the last video that I put out was Sheltered, nearly 2 weeks ago. You know, it slowly accrues views. I don't know how many of that were people just coming to the channel and being like, hello, is there anyone here? Is anything going on? Hopefully I've not lost too many people through this absence. I knew that it was going to be a danger. It's been one of the things that's been on my mind a little bit, actually, about not getting any videos out. And, you know, you don't want to lose too much momentum when you're running a YouTube channel, even if you're just doing it for fun. But, you know, nonetheless, it's been a good little break for me. It's allowed me to focus, like, all of the spare time that I have had into this other project, which hopefully I'll be sharing more details with you guys soon. It's something that I kind of have come back to and gone away from and come back to many times. But it's coming along really well, I have to say, and I'm pretty excited to share it with you in due course. But that, of course, will have to wait until sometime in the future, as will more videos. Maybe this week, should be this week. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say definitely this week. Possibly not tomorrow, because maybe tomorrow. But I'm going to have relatively little spare time between now and the end of the day tomorrow. So if not tomorrow, I will definitely get another video out on Tuesday. I will do my absolute best to make sure it's a Hearts of Iron video, because I know that is like the most popular thing on the channel, and people need to know what has happened to the Mexican Socialist Republic. I mean, it's been left in this cliffhanger for a very long time. Maybe even, I've heard rumors, strange tales, that our glorious and magnificent leader, Dino Enka, may have been kidnapped, or possibly even killed. I mean, there has to be some reason for the absence, right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in due course. We would have found out earlier, to be fair, but, OBS being OBS, post-recent update continues to be a pain in my ass. Hopefully this video, however, will be fine. Anyway, look, I think I've probably said enough. It's just going to be a rambling there. I'm not going to bother editing this very much. I apologize. I don't have the time. But nonetheless, thanks a lot if you have indeed watched this video, if you've made it this far. You're awesome. I'm glad you're sticking around with the channel. More content will definitely be coming, and I will try to make up for the lack of videos over the last couple of weeks with a few extra videos during September, or at the very least, like some decent regularity to the content. But until then, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you. I will later.